So today's sermon, I want to focus on the false verses because we've been on a lot of TikTok lives and 97% of the time, it's either how do you pray if it's a Sunni or what justifies your messenger removing the two false verses. So that's precisely the point. And I don't think I've met a single Quranist on that has been sincere to listen to the truth. So the dogma that they're stuck with is the paradigm that everything's hadith. If it's not in the Quran, it's hadith. And they don't understand there's a difference between history and recorded manuscripts, physically something that's written down, to actual narrations. Historically, the hadith were oral transmissions, right? Paper isn't a luxury that people had as we do now. Each parchment or papyri, which would be from like leaves, had to be manually processed, and it's a laborious process. You got to find, I don't know, some tree, get the leaves, process it, or skin of animals to be able to write on it. So paper is a very, very valuable commodity. So when hadith was transmitted, it was oral transmission. And so the records that we have is always after the fact of the event. It's always whatever people wrote down to explain, oh, this is the accounts of people saying this person did this or this person said this. For example, some of the very known factors of Bukhari, it's generally accepted that he's narrated about 600, 700,000 hadith. But there's no real evidence that happened, right? We just have whatever's left. Whatever's left, they compiled. So the record is actually only what we have, right? There wasn't a lot that was available. And by his own accounts, these are record books of his autobiography. He's saying he memorized 10 million hadith. So you have already contradictions. But the point is this, there's the way that history works is it looks into backwards in time based on the evidence, and it makes a deduction of what's realistic. So when historians make an assessment of the history, typically they don't care about the hadith. They just care about the content, and then they look at another source of content.